Hi Libra, it's Paris. I'm here to give you your general reading for the middle to end of April. Okay, doing a video for Libra has been weighing on my heart and my mind all week, so that is the reason why I'm doing this Libra video. But this is for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. All right, guys. Cross watchers are always welcome. This is a general reading, so it cannot and will not resonate with every single person. So just take what resonates and leave the rest, okay, guys? All right. So I wonder why it's been so heavy on my mind to make a video for you guys. Sometimes when you want to do something so bad, it's like a lot gets in the way of doing it, but I finally feel connected today. I hope you guys are staying safe. If you're returning to my channel, welcome back. If you're new, welcome. All right, guys, be sure to like, subscribe, turn on notifications. So let's see, what's the underlying issue for Libra? Okay, so it could be a water sign, Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancer, okay? Or it could be just putting your emotions in check, and what crosses that for Libra. Queen of Pentacles, that's Earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. But there's like, Queen of Pentacles to me is a nurturer. It's about self-recovery. It is about recovery and, you know, just taking care of you, taking care of home. So I feel like in order to heal and grow at home, you know, you're having to make decisions that emotionally put you in a better place, you know, instead of thinking with your head, you're thinking with your heart, and you're doing it in a very mature manner, okay? So underlying issue is Temperance, which is the card of Sagittarius. Some of you could be dealing with a Sagittarius or have Sagittarius in your chart, but there is definitely a need for, you know, that type of balance, which, you know, we all know Libras crave in some aspect or the other. You know, the Temperance is about harmony and balance and being able to, you know, keep the two balanced when the shit hits the fan or when something bad happens, you know. And I think that's exactly what you're going to be doing in the month of April. So your past card is the, wow, that's another major arcana, but this is the card of Judgment. So it's like, I feel like you've been feeling kind of, I don't want to say lost, but very particular about what to do next in your life. And some judgment calls have been hard to make for you. So I feel like you've kind of taken a seat or taken a back row intentionally, and just kind of been laying low recently so that you can find out not just what your next move is, but what you want your next move to be and how that places you and your heart and your family, okay? So, let's see. Now, you know, in your mind right now, here's the Tower card, which is, you know, like my Libra sis always says, is not always bad, right? So the Crown came off, okay? And maybe you're feeling shaken up about some decisions. I feel like you've surprised yourself on decisions that you decided to make in your life to move forward. I feel like it's making you feel like you're vulnerable and in a very vulnerable and particular sensitive situation right now, okay? But in order to rebuild, the Tower has to come down, right? So that's exactly what you're doing. You're making these judgment calls to allow the Tower to come down, you know. And I feel like with the King of Cups here, this is very emotional for you, but it's very, with the King here, this is not a page, this is not a knight, this is a king, okay? So the king, you know, he makes wonderful decisions. And so I think this is a sign of, you know, these decisions that could leave you a little bit vulnerable are actually really good decisions. You know, I feel like you're thinking that you have to bring this Tower down so that you can rebuild, okay? Now, your near future card, look at that, Ace of Pentacles. So some of you could be coming across some type of new job or money, or a gift perhaps. All right, This is a very, to see that how big that pentacle is. So some of you could be a stimulus check, or however, you know, will resonate with you. Now, oops. Now, speaking about yourself solely in April, we've got the Two of Swords. So, you know, oh, indecisive Libras, you know, but, you know, the Two of Swords is not just about being indecisive, or it's not exclusively about being indecisive. You know, I feel like in this particular card, she does not have her blindfold on. I think what it is her eyes are closed. You know, the moon is out, it's dark. And exactly how this resonates with you in this reading is, you know, not everything is going to be clear to you. So you're going to have to, when you feel torn between one thing or the other in the month of April, definitely use your intuition. You know, your eyes could be intentionally closed, as hers is. You know, there's nothing holding her hands behind her back. She just literally has chosen to close her eyes to some things. And she's just like, you know, I don't really want to, you know, have to hear what people are going to say they're going to do, or, you know, watch how people are acting. I'm just really and truly going to go with my gut intuition when I'm torn between to anything in the month of April. Okay. And that's you. Now, your environment, another king. There's a lot of court cards here. King of Swords. Okay. The King of Swords is air. This is you shining through. Oh, okay, Libra, but, you know, or some of you could be dealing with an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, and Gemini, or have that in your chart. But, you know, this particular King of Swords has, you know, an eagle here, and you know, what do we associate the eagle with? It's about freedom, you know. The King of Swords is a mastermind. So some of you could be dealing with someone who, you know, is just very smart, or you could have people around you who are just very enlightened, and they're making you feel, they're giving you high vibrations, okay? And they're making sense to you, and they're good company to keep. So that's a very good sign, you know, and this is, you know, this King of Swords has a Libra pin on him. But so I really think this is just you, you know, in a new mental free space in the month of April, which is because of the, you know, major and, you know, positive and, you know, forward decisions that you're making, you know, for these judgment calls, allowing the tower to come down so that you can rebuild. That's a very strong moment. And yes, like I said, it could leave you scared of feeling vulnerable because the crown comes off temporarily, but it gives you this sort of mental freedom that you've been craving, almost like making you feel like you're flying, hence the eagle. Okay. Now, hopes and fears. So when I asked for hopes and fears, 2 cards came out. I'm going to allow them because they both feel right. We have the Moon and the 10 of Pentacles. Okay, this is Pisces energy. All right, here, and Cancer, really. And the 10 of Pentacles is about foundation. It's about financial foundation. So, you know, your worries are going to be about not exactly knowing what's coming next for your family, or feeling like there could be some type of closure financially, with this being a 10 and Pentacles. It could be perhaps that one job is, you know, being laid off, or you're scared you're going to be laid off, or you're scared you're going to be fired, or you just feel like you don't really know. And I feel like that's going to be, you know, your ultimate fear as far as April. But, you know, with your near future card being the Ace of Pentacles, which is a gift of money or a new job or a loan, or, you know, whatever, however it will resonate with you, I don't feel like there's a lot to worry about. Okay, now let's get an outcome card for Libra, April 2020. It's a very strong and positive reading, just let me tell you. Look at that, the Lovers, Gemini energy. Some of you could be dealing with a Gemini or have Gemini in your chart. Doesn't have to be. Some people just like to know the zodiac signs, and this is Gemini. But, you know, the Lovers ultimately is dealing, you know, having to make a decision. I do feel like, you know, the Two of Swords here and the Moon specifically about using, I mean, these are literally the major and minor arcana, both of using intuition solely, you know, and, you know, like I said, being, you know, the thing that came to my mind with the Two of Swords here is torn between the two. And I just feel like some of you, this judgment call and these decisions that we spoke about you making in the month of April, making you feel vulnerable, you know, I do feel like it's about letting something or someone go. You know, the Lovers, a decision. You know, I just have a very strong feeling from Spirit that this is definitely about letting someone go. Okay, so that's your outcome card. So let's get a oracle card for my Libras, April 2020. Libras, April 2020. Right, one more time. Okay, so I'm gonna cut the deck. My lovely Libras. All right, let's see what we got. Libras, April 2020. Whew. Okay, so we've got runes. These two popped out at the same time. Y'all doing one at a time. This is runes, perception, and dreams, incubation. So let's talk about this. Runes, perception, you know, I feel like it could be that your perception on someone completely changes. And it's not necessarily in a bad way. I'm just feeling like, I just feel like, and I guess I shouldn't say it's particularly on someone. A situation that you're in, I feel like your whole view of it changes, okay? And I feel like you're being proactive, okay, from the middle to the end of April. This is from middle to end of April. April. And I feel like things come together for you behind the scenes. And I think that you trust that because you can't see it. You know, with all this moon and intuition energy here, you trust yourself, you trust the universe, you're trusting your gut feeling, you're trusting what feels right. And I feel like things start to unfold in front of you and your perception changes. And I think that with this Temperance here, like it's, you know, and even though the Tower came out, I feel like this is going to be ultimately a beautiful, beautiful time for you mentally and emotionally, okay? And I feel like even though there's a little fear of finances, I feel like things are going to be fine. And then with your other card is dreams, incubation. Someone could keep showing up in your dreams. You know, one of my friends made a joke and said it's called astral harassment. That's just a joke, but someone could keep coming to you in your dreams, or something is occurring to you or occurring for you in your dreams that just keeps happening. It could be keep happening to you just in different scenarios, or it could be a particular situation or a particular person that keeps coming to you in your dreams. But I feel like, honestly, like you paying attention to your dreams in the month of April is going to heighten your intuition as you're awake. And that's just exactly what I feel like I should be telling you. Like that's a strong message here. And I do think, you know, it's tied into your perception and how you view things, and which in turn, you know, changes how you react or how you act and react at the end of April, okay? So Libra, thank you so much for allowing me to give you this general reading. If you enjoyed it, please give me a thumbs up. I appreciate you guys. Subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell. I love you guys. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.